everyone out there, and welcome back to the channel. She got Cold Fire, and today I'm bringing you another Madonna interview. This one was for Evita promotion as well, and it's on the Today Show, and I think that's Matt Lauer. But this is from 1997, so we're going to dive into it. It's only a little over 11 minutes long, so let's see what they have to say.
I was overwhelmed in a good way. I didn't expect it to be so grand looking and so beautiful. I was surprised on every level.
The story I hear is that this movie had been kicking around Hollywood since sometime in the late 1970s.
Late 19th century, yes. Late 18th century.
Something like 1,000 directors had their hands on it.
Yeah.
Never got it to the screen. Some people would think, that's a bad omen. This is destined to fail. Why did you want to do it so badly?
Well, I think for all the same reasons a lot of other actresses wanted to do it. It's a great role for anyone to play. She is an amazing human being, was an amazing human being. And just the combination of the singing and the acting, I knew was going to be a really fulfilling challenge.
Time and time again I've said that I don't care, that I'm immune to blue, that I'm hard through and through.
Do you think America's ready to shell out $8 for a musical?
Yes. Yes, because this is a good one. They're ready to shell it out for a good one. Yeah. They'll shell out, I don't know how many dollars for a concert, so, and it's a great movie and it's great music, so you kind of get two for the price of one.
Just sound like
it's a real
like
bargain.
A comment on the movie poster there. It's two for the price of one. That's it. I'm going to see it again. Let's get away from it.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Did you think I'd come and do an interview with you without seeing your movie?
Weird things have happened.
Probably.
I get out here when it's hottest. Stand back, you ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of star quality.
People love to make the comparison and say Madonna and Eva Perón are alike in this way. And to be honest, I think a lot of it's overblown.
Alike in what way?
They say, she's tough, she's powerful, she's a strong woman, strong-minded, that sort of thing, which is great. And maybe there are comparisons. But the one that did strike me is that you and she both elicit very strong reactions in people. Not necessarily always good.
Well, for that reason. Because of all those qualities. Tough, strong, independent, ambitious, successful, whatever.
So that being the case, could you identify with the part of her personality or person that had to constantly deal with detractors?
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Against all odds, she achieved something quite amazing. And that, in spite of people, all the naysayers and people, denigrating her name and launching these campaigns to destroy her, she just kept going and just kept going and just kept going. I mean, that's pretty, obviously I can relate to that to a certain extent.
Now I am a worker, I've suffered the way that you do. I've been unemployed and I've starved and I've hated it too. But I found my salvation in Perón, made the nation. Let him save them as he saved me.
We've known each other now 15 minutes at least. So
Yes,
we're like this. We know each other.
Terribly intimate.
If I'm to believe, though, some of the things I read about you, you are a woman in control. So when you pitched yourself for this movie and the director, according to what I've heard...
First of all, what does that mean, I'm a woman in control?
That's a good thing.
Okay, but explain that to the world who's watching this.
That is a good thing, that Madonna is a woman in control. We like that
But
about
I'm not
Madonna.
a woman in control.
Of course you are. You're in control of your career. You're in control of your life.
I'm not in control of my career. I don't go, just because I make a record doesn't mean everyone's going to buy it or want to listen to it. Or, as far as parts in movies go, I can't go into an office and hit a director over the head and say, you better hire me because I'm controlling the situation. That's not how it works.
You don't think you have more power than most people, especially most women in the entertainment industry?
Yeah,
More clout?
I would say yes.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't, because, I just don't. I'm sure I don't.
What does this movie do for you?
Well, if it does well, I suppose that I will have more opportunities to be in good movies.
How much pressure do you feel for this to be a financial success? It cost something like $59 million to make. How much of that pressure is on your shoulders?
I don't think a lot of it is on my shoulders because, there's a lot of other elements in this movie. I think it's on everybody's shoulders. It's on Andrew Lloyd Webber's, it's on Alan Parker's, Antonio Banderas. There's a lot of very, very powerful people involved in the movie, and so it's kind of on everybody's shoulder. So if the movie doesn't work, it's not going to necessarily be my fault. People are going to point the finger at me and say, oh, it's because of her.
Don't cry for me.
How about the one word that has come up a few times? It's a man's name, Oscar.
Oscar Wilde?
Oscar Wilde. I thought we'd just get off on Oscar for a while. You said a while back that you'd like to be nominated, which is normal. Do you, after seeing the movie completed, do you feel more strongly about that?
Well, of course. What actor or actress wouldn't want to be nominated for an Academy Award?
Would you be terribly disappointed if you aren't?
Yeah. I cannot tell a lie. There's like the sleep deprivation factor. Honestly, it just, my day is a lot more frantic. Forget about all that stuff. It's made me a much happier person. My daughter is truly the greatest thing I've ever done. You know what I mean? It's, everything else I've done pales in comparison. So, that said,
True.
I haven't got one free minute. So, and I'm late for everything and whatever. My life has really gotten pretty hectic.
How much of a role do you want Carlos and do you expect him to have in raising Lourdes?
I think he's going to have a very important role in her life.
Is it important to you that it's equal?
Absolutely. Yes.
I read somewhere you won't let her watch TV?
Nope. She's
Not at
only
all.
allowed to watch the Today Show, and that's it. No, I'm telling you, I'm sending her to a convent school in Ireland. And, she's going to learn crocheting, and there's not going to be any television.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Listen, I grew up not watching television. And I just wanted to kill my father when I was growing up because he never let us watch TV. And it was the greatest thing that he could have done for me because I love to read. And I know how to entertain myself. Whereas I think children that grow up watching television all the time are used to sort of being taken care of all the time and having their lives sort of looking for entertainment.
But is there no irony in the fact that so much of your career that has created this enormous popularity for you has been almost a constant presence on television, on MTV?
Yeah, well, but that's not because of me. I started out as a singer and a songwriter and performing live on stage, and the media, has brought what I do to the masses through television, but I could still do what I do without television.
So for the people watching, let's just clear something up right now. You're very wealthy. You can afford all the help you want. Are you a hands-on mom?
Absolutely.
You're the one who carries Lourdes on the plane. You wake up when she wakes up.
Yes.
You change the diapers.
Yeah, well, not every one of them. I couldn't be here if I was changing all the diapers. But yeah, I try to be there as much as I can. Absolutely.
So this isn't a case where they're going to be hot and cold running nannies and you're going to say, bring her to me when she's ready to enter college.
Oh, please. What's the point of having a child? No, absolutely not.
Do you think it's possible for her to grow up like the other kids based on who you are?
Like what other kids?
any other kids. Is she going to be riding the school bus when she's 6 years old? Is she going to go off to school? Or is she going to be in a limo heading off to private school?
Is there no in between?
Sure,
limo,
give me
private
one.
school, bus, public school.
What would be in between?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to work that out. Believe me. Maybe she won't go to school in America. Maybe she'll go to school somewhere else.
But is it important for you for her to have some kind of quote unquote, in quotes, normal childhood?
Absolutely.
And you think that's possible?
Yes, I do.
What can you do, or what would you be willing to do to ensure that? Because, people are going to want access to Lourdes. They're going to want to say, that's Madonna's daughter. And they're going to be constantly
Well, I'm
around
not the only celebrity with a child. I mean, how do other people do it?
I don't know. I think they probably have a difficult time sometimes.
Yeah, but I think, if you move out of areas, where that, photographers are going to be following them everywhere and they're not so accessible, it's easier. I don't have all the answers, but I know I'm going to work it out.
I saw a piece of tape on you the other day that was very old, and it was you and Dick Clark. And he asked you at the end of American Bandstand, what do you want to do? And you said, I want to rule the world. Do you ever,
I was very, very young when I said that.
Do you ever in 1997 wish you could give back some of the celebrity for a lot of the privacy?
Yes, absolutely.
Think you could ever do it?
Give it back?
Yeah. Could you just go off and hide someplace?
I don't know. I mean, to a certain extent, yes, but I think the deed's been done already.
The die is cast.
Yes, exactly.
Well, another grainy quality video. Sorry, but you can only find what you can on YouTube. I noticed that, they're now going back through and digitalizing them into higher quality. But I think that with a lot of these, especially the short ones, they don't want to take the time to do that investment, maybe. But I just found the interview to be very interesting. Because, he was saying that she was a very strong and powerful woman. And she responded, she's like, she doesn't think so, because if she could just walk in and hit a director on a thing to get a part in a movie. And I can understand that balance. But I think that he was right whenever he said even at the time of Evita, she was already a legend, the queen of pop. I mean, I think it was like back in 1991, she was worth $65 million. That's a lot of money back then, especially for a woman, because women don't get paid as much as men in just about every job. But she played the man's role in her career. She went against the grain, and I think she's one of the most powerful and independent, successful, in-charge woman that I have ever encountered. I mean, I believe if she wasn't known for her controversy, she could have ran for office, like the White House, or she could have been President Madonna for all we know. I mean, she's got the smart, she's got the determination, she's got the willpower, she knows how to market. I mean, and like the guy, like he said at the end about the market, he's like, Madonna would know. So it goes to show you that a lot of people know that Madonna it's already established that Madonna does what she wants to do, and she also doesn't give a shit what people think about it. She does it anyways, and like she said, she doesn't need TV to do what she does. She would still be just as popular without the TV. So, because, like, for instance, yeah, MTV made her famous, but look what she caught the grief with Justify My Love and Erotica when they banned those videos. She had to sell them as a single. That wasn't TV, but she made more money off of selling the single on VHS of Justify My Love than MTV would have given her in royalties for airing the video. So she won that, and that goes to show that you don't necessarily need TV as an artist in order to grow, and she proved it well. But yeah, I just thought it was very great little interview. Like I said, grainy, but got the gist of it, and is for an Evita promotion. I don't know why I couldn't find these after we done Evita, because I was searching, but once you put in 1 or 2 times, then all of a sudden you start finding more and more. And they don't just pop up because you search for one. You may find another one, but when you react to your second one, all of a sudden now it's starting to pick up on your algorithm of what you're into watching. And then here comes on the sidebar all these interviews. So you try to do them in order. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed that reaction video to the Today Show interview with Matt Lauer and Madonna for her promotion of Evita. And until next time, I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.